beautiful souls. Last time we had quiet, which is my favorite sound, sitting in the silence. And today we have open your heart. I think that's right. Yes, it is. All right, I'll just look at the small print. Okay, I allow myself to feel the full range of emotions, especially love. So open your heart. You know, when we get hurt and we get traumatized and we get disappointed by life, it's really easy for our hearts to close. It can feel painful to be so vulnerable and open. It's almost like something happens internally that becomes like an internal armor. And obviously we can't naively go throughout the world, throughout our lives, expecting that we live in a nice place. Luckily, I was educated in the Catholic faith, and so I was well aware that we live in a fallen world and that there's good and evil. And so, but even so, it can be quite hard. And I think if you're harboring unforgiveness or hatred or anger or negativity towards others, it's also really hard to have your heart open. And the heart here corresponds with the chakra, the green chakra, which is the heart chakra. I'm not sure of the official name for it, but each of our chakras align us to energy levels and to the light. So that's associated with the green there in the heart area. And if there's a blockage there, then that's going to impact on the physical organ. This is not medical advice, so please go see your medical doctor if you need medical matters. If you need advice on medical matters, this is spiritual guidance. So I found myself recently just kind of laughing out loud at things and recalling how there was a period in my life up until I think my mid-30s where I just didn't really cry very often. When I'd go and see a sentimental movie or something, I just had this sort of hardness about me because I was pretty over the pain of existence. And I remember going to see The Little Mermaid with my daughter, who was young at the time. She was probably about 5. And I started to cry during the movie, and I remember just being astounded that I had been moved to tears by this movie. And it felt like something inside of me was coming back to life. And so, it's healing is a life's work, and it can really, if we devote ourselves to it, and also I think if we connect with our higher power and ask for that healing to come through, ask for that change, and then be open to it. But as your heart opens, you will find yourself just bursting into spontaneous laughter and seeing the beauty in other people without judgment, without feeling that they have to be a certain standard. You might just really see the beauty in an animal or in some part of nature that just, makes your heart feel filled with joy. So darlings, I hope that was helpful. So if you feel that your heart's still closed, then, there's work to be done. Sometimes it can take a while to be able to feel capable of doing that. Sometimes we have to sit in that pain for a while. Sometimes we're not ready to forgive. And so everyone's on their journey and everyone's traveling at their own pace. But if you want to feel the fullness of life, then opening your heart is like opening the doorway to the divine. All right, I hope that was helpful, darlings. Take care, lovelies.